everyone, Laurel Beard here. I am interrupting my 25 days of Christmas video series for an additional video on the Canvo. If you've been following me this weekend, I took a trip to Raleigh to visit Catherine Pooler and the gang, and it happened to coincide with a new product launch. So I got to get in there and see all the insides and how this all came together. So let me introduce you to the Canvo. The Canvo is everyone's answer to what has been aggravating about bullet journaling. I am not a bullet journaler. I'm putting it out there. I also don't do planners. I've tried all that. It's never worked out for me. I've spent a lot of money on things like that, and it's never worked out for me. So to briefly tell you how I keep track of my appointments and stuff, I use my iPhone. I use the calendar on my phone because I can set up reminders, custom reminders, and then it syncs across the cloud on all of my devices. But I do keep little notebooks and sticky notes of things here and there of what I have coming up on the blog, a video series, ideas, anything, but it's scattered in so many different places. I never read them again. So I had all these brilliant ideas and I don't know what they were because I lost the notes and they're just all over the place. So I was super duper intrigued by the Canvo, which is Catherine Pooler's bullet journaling. Canvo, it's a conversation, organization, journal, or organizer, I believe is how they came up with the Canvo. It's some, I just like the name, but they have a reason of how it came about over on Catherine's blog if you really want to know. So the Canvo comes in two different prints. This is the Doodle Garden, which I got. So this front page is laminated. And they did that because they went through many, many samples. And I saw the samples. I touched everything because I'm nosy. And they toyed around with not laminating the cover so you could color it in if you wanted to. But when you toss it around, if you carry it around or you drag it around your house or you put it in and out of your tote, it got all yuck. So she laminated it, which is brilliant. But for those that like to color, and then both designs are going to have this intro page here where you write your name. Now, I can't draw. My handwriting is awful. Let me just put that out there. But the front on mine, on the Doodle Garden, has this page here if you want to color it. On the other design that they have, which is Aquatini, so it's the Aquatini ink pad, which I'm pretty sure is on my desk because it's one of my favorite colors in the whole wide world. So it'll be an Aquatini color cover, and then it says Canvo in white. And that page actually has a plaid on it. So that's that. And then the back is the same. You've got, well, it's Canvo for the, or it's Aquatini for the Aquatini one. But here's mine. And I love the little stripe. She's changed her whole packaging, and I just love the black with the rainbow. It's for ink pads. It's just fantastic. And then the little inside sheet gives me a little doodle as well. And this is a blank sheet. All right. So anyway, this is your Canvo. I'm rambling. Let me get into it. I am never, ever, ever going to buy stamps to stamp into a journal. Like if I have stamps, they have to work for cards and they have to work for journals and they have to work for whatever I want to do. If you're a scrapper, I want it to all work together. I don't want to have specific stamps that I can only use in my planner. And I don't know that I'm going to be doing a lot of stamping in my planner. But she did release 3 amazing stamp sets, which I have. They're adorable. And I just contradicted myself, didn't I? But those stamp sets will work for cards as well. And we're going to get into the stamps and the mini inks. That's in another video. We can't talk about that right now. We're all about the Canvo today. So first things first, $24.95. I know some people are wondering, so let's just get that out there. It's $24.95. It's 150 pages. Very, very, very thick cardstock. I mean, that's not cardstock. I'm such a stamper. Very, very, very thick paper. All the pages are numbered, which is great for indexing. Like you can start something and then you run out of room and then you can be like, to be continued on page whatever. So all the corners are rounded, and I'm going to show you a very ugly page I did. Now I did this ugly page. Well, I didn't mean for it to be as ugly as it turned out, but it wasn't one I was going to keep in my Canvo. So I actually ripped this out from one at the clubhouse from one of the prototypes because I knew I wasn't going to keep it. But let me just get to it, okay? It's ugly. It's okay to think that. But here's why I did this. I took a whole bunch of Tombow markers and scribbled it. You can see all the brush strokes. I scribbled it all over. This right here, Sharpie markers, okay? I've got some Catherine Pooler ink pads that I literally just smushed over the top. I have a glaze pen that I wrote the days of the month and outlined. And the whole reason I did this is because I was trying to get this to bleed through. That was my goal. But guess what? That's me. Don't look at that. That's actually me. I did that on the back side. It did not bleed through at all. Like, seriously. If you use Copic markers or if you use watercoloring, of course it's going to bleed through because that's what those products were intended to do. But as far as the dual brush pens, these don't, you know, liquid doesn't pour out of them, so it works. And I think that's one of the biggest pet peeves from what I've been researching from bullet journaling or bullet journalers is the paper bleeds. So you don't have that problem with this paper. And I tried to find, you saw how ugly that was. All right, so let me show you how I'm going to use mine because I'm not going to use it as a planner. I'm not going to use it as an art journal. I'm going to use it as basically a very pretty glorified to-do list in the front. And then in the back, I'm going to use it as ideas and stuff for my blogging projects and videos and things like that. This is the first page, well, after your title page. So I put a piece of really pretty washi tape with this gilding down it because this just speaks to me. This is so me. And then over here, I'm probably going to trace, because God knows I can't draw, like a coffee cup and some Harry Potter glasses, things that are me, things that I like love and are a little apple, I don't know, whatever. But I left this spot blank and so forth. Now here's my I think you call it spreads if you're actually a bullet journaler, which I'm not. So I did want to have a year at a glance. I just went ahead and started with January of next year, a year at a glance. I wanted that. So I went ahead and did that. And I know, because I've seen snacks, I'm hungry, I guess, sneaks from Catherine's video, but I also saw it in person because I was there, that she's going to have a stencil that's coming out that would have really made this a breeze. But anyway, so I just did the calendar. And I stenciled some feathers, or not feathers, what is wrong with me? I need my coffee. Leaves, feathers would be cute too, with different color inks of hers in kind of a rainbow order. And then over here is a birthday tracker. I told you my handwriting's bad, but I just wanted to show you this, while albeit it's embarrassing for my handwriting, you don't need to be an artist to use your Canvo, okay? This is me writing. Half the time I didn't even use a ruler and half the time I did. So my lines are all wonky. This is one of my pitiful doodles, but whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, it works for me. And that way I can track my birthdays for the year. So that's like the front of my Canvo. And my layouts are gonna be different because like I said, it's gonna be a glorified to-do list. I am not gonna put dates in my Canvo because pages and pages and pages will be wasted because I have no life. So why would I keep a planner with nothing in it? So I was toying around with putting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but again, I'm going to encounter the same problem. So I'm just going to leave it blank, and I kind of separated it here. Like I might go in and, I don't know, stamp a little, whatever I have in my stamp sesh that I use for card making, I'll use. So that's why I love what Catherine has in store for the stamps for the Canvo, because it's not just for the Canvo, it's for card making too. It's for scrapbooking, it's for everything. So she really thought outside of the box of this and solved all the problems that she found when she was doing her research, but also is making a product or line like the stencils and stuff that all can be incorporated into your card making or scrapbooking or whatever it is you do. It all will intertwine together. So here I did some doodling. This was a failed attempt. I don't know. This was a rose, but you couldn't tell. So I just doodled over it. But whatever. You don't need to be an artist. And, you know, you don't have to, it doesn't have to be. Listen, I already messed up. Where did I mess up? I had to go find this whiteout that I don't even know where it is now because here it is. I forgot to start the day of the month. I started it with Monday, so I had to get some white out and redo it. It's okay to mess up. It's all right. Now, she does offer some practice pages. These are not the same thickness as the pages that you're gonna get in your Canvo, but it helps you get familiar with the dots. Now, I'm not sure if I showed an up close of that, but let me go to a blank page. These are all dots. And the stencil that she's been talking about and raving about and teasing us with has been designed around the dots. I'm telling you. So whatever she has in her mind that's coming out is going to be amazing. It's going to work for your Canvo, and it's going to work for your other paper crafting needs. She is not creating a line that is going to be just for Canvo and nothing else. So I like how she thinks, because you know, I'm lazy. I'm putting it out there. I'm lazy. and it's just not gonna work. I actually bought like planner stamps and a planner, you know, the little tiny cute little things. I never used it once because that would be the only thing I would use it on. So no. So I like what she's done here, but this is the Canvo, okay? I'm gonna link to it below. It's $24.95. If you want to try it out, if you want to try out to see if this is even for you, all you need is your Canvo and a good pen. She does sell this is a Copic multi-liner. This isn't even the right pen. I was using the Micron. I pulled the wrong pen out for y'all. She sells these in the shop as well. You just need a good pen, use what you got, and you need your Canvo. So if it's something you want to try out, that's all you need. But if you're like me, of course, I bought the whole line. I bought the stamps. I bought the mini inks because I can use it with all my other stuff. It goes nicely with what I have in my craft room. So surround yourself with those who bring out the best in you and your Canvo. So that's it. So up close and personal. If you have any questions, if you want to see anything specific, let me know. Don't judge me on my, writing skills or anything like that. I just wanted to show you that if I can kind of roll with this and get into it, then probably anyone can. But you don't have to use it like an agenda. You don't have to use it like a planner. My friend Christy is going to use it to track birthdays. I have a friend that's going to use it to do meal planning and things. I have a friend that's going to use it for everything. So she's going to put little tabs in it. It's going to be like her go-to Bible of bullet journaling. This is a hashtag make it whatever you want to be. I think everybody should roll with that. Make it whatever you want to be because that's where the fun is. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't draw, big whoop. I can't either, clearly. So there you have it. If you have any questions or comments or if you want to see anything else about this, then let me know in the comments below. And I do have a link right below. It's the first thing in the description on how you can take a look at this and also all the other products that she did release on Monday, and I will get into those adorable little mini inks. Those deserve a video all on its own, as well as the stamps that she released, because I want to show you how you can use it in your Canvo and how you can make it with cards. So I wanted to save that for a different video. So let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for watching.